Hi everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, and if you want to be part of my spiritual podcast called Consciously Awakening, feel free to send me a message. And if you wish to work with me and get to know yourself in a more spiritual way, feel free to also send me a message. Today the topic is the past, what happened in the past and how to begin to really let it go and really get to integrate our lessons, get to integrate our consciousness in order to be more present in the now, in order to be more focused, more in tune with the moment, and really in order to forgive and really let go. Now, I have been through some moments where I felt like I was losing myself. Okay, so I have been through moments where I felt like I was in despair, in a crisis. And usually in the spiritual awakening journey, we go through crisis. Okay, we go through moments where it feels like we can't take it anymore. We go through the dark night of the soul. And yes, this happens with a purpose. So the first thing that I want you guys to realize is the fact that everything that is happening with a purpose. And that purpose is for you to really get to learn your lessons, to really get to integrate yourself in a new way. Okay, so the first thing to realize is what has happened exactly as it was supposed to happen. This actually gives me the opportunity to trust again. This actually gives me the opportunity to forgive myself, and this gives me the opportunity to actually step into higher consciousness. So the first thing that I want you guys to realize, if you want to forgive your past, is accept what happened as it happened. Because yes, some things are happening against us. Some things want to hurt us. Some things want to actually put us down. But when we acknowledge our experience and when we embrace our experience, we get to realize that maybe it wasn't even that serious. We get to realize that it has happened for us, and we get to actually step into a new state of consciousness. Okay, so the first thing is accept what happened and realize that it has happened for you. It has happened with a higher purpose, and that purpose was for you to actually become the person that you are today. Okay, now I want to speak about perception and how we choose to perceive stuff. And really, perception creates reality, guys. How you perceive a thing, you receive a thing. So I want you guys to ask yourself, how do I perceive my past? How do I perceive what happened? Because I believe that we have the power to actually alchemize it. We have the power to really get into that state of consciousness that is free. And being free is our birthright. We have come here on the planet being free. What happened was the fact that we have gone through some experiences. We have gone through some moments that have created trauma. Okay? And I believe that at some point everybody experiences trauma. Everybody experiences that state of consciousness that is wounded, maybe. So it's about learning to perceive our past in a different way. When you get to accept your past, you also get to shift the perception that you have towards your past. Okay, so change your mind. This is actually the second advice. Change your mind and really get to actually start afresh. Because when you change your mind, you also change your perception. And when you change your perception, you also change your reality. So it's about really getting to learn to dance with the moments that have wounded us, getting to actually appreciate the experience, and getting to accept ourselves unconditionally in the process. So I realize that right now I'm in moments where I'm actually freeing myself. And I realized that so many of the wounds that I had and that I have are related to my past, are related to my karma, are related to the fact that I wasn't willing to be myself in the process, you know. But I realized that I always have the chance to actually start fresh. So this is what I'm suggesting. Change your mind, accept your past, realize that it's happening with a higher purpose, and really get to start afresh. Okay, when you start afresh, you actually shift your body's consciousness. When you start afresh, you get to actually step into a new state of vibration. You get to actually change your energy to the next level. And when you change your energy to the next level, you also get more focused in the present moment. And what I'm coming to realize is the fact that the present moment is all that I have. Okay, there is no, in essence, time is actually an illusion. Science has proved, and past, present and future are happening simultaneously. And what I'm realizing in this process is the fact that the more present I become in the now, is the more that I get to actually shift and heal my past as well, because in essence it's all happening in the eternal now. It's all happening simultaneously. So start afresh and get more present. You can do this by nature walks. You can do this by creating something. You can do this by meditation. You can do this by using your body's wisdom and your body's consciousness. You can do this by expressing your feelings out there. Now, the fourth thing that I'm suggesting is forgiveness. Forgiveness, you know, how much do you choose to actually forgive that person that has wounded you? How much do you choose to forgive yourself? How much do you choose to forgive your experiences? How much do you choose to forgive? Okay, so this is actually the fourth advice. Forgive. Okay, when you forgive, you step into higher consciousness. When you forgive, you step into that state of consciousness that is operating as freedom. Okay, freedom, keyword freedom. So dare to forgive more and see what happens, because it's not always easy to forgive, but it is essential. And really, you don't forgive others for the sake of forgiving. You actually forgive others for yourself. So when you forgive, you also raise your body's consciousness, your body's wisdom. You get to actually step into a new state, that state of freedom, that state where you are just dancing with life and that you are just operating as a new person. Okay, now the fifth thing that I would like you guys to focus on is change. Change. Allow yourself to change, because change is the only constant, and everything in the universe is changing and everything in the universe is shifting. Energy is in constant movement. This is actually the principle of freedom. Energy is in constant movement, and when you change, you also change your reality. When you change your inner world, you also change your reality. So I realized that yes, I gotta play my own game. I gotta express myself in the way that I want to express myself. I gotta learn to be myself in the process. Okay, so allow yourself to change and see what happens, because the change is the only constant, and the best choice that we have is expansion and evolution and higher consciousness. Okay, so when you evolve from the inside out, you realize that in the process it will get easier and easier and easier. And it's about accepting, really making the best out of the worst, you know, because I believe that people with the worst past experiences, they actually create the best present moment. They actually create the best lives actually. Okay, so realize that in chaos there is great order. Okay, in chaos there is great order. In the fact that you get to experience a crisis, there is also light on the other side of the coin. Okay, so yes, these are my tools. This is my advice for letting go of the past. Realize that you can actually always alchemize your experience. You can always alchemize your experience by accepting yourself. The more that you accept yourself is the more that you change your body's wisdom, your body's consciousness, is the more that you step into that authentic state of consciousness, which is all about integrity, love, peace, harmony, abundance, getting to play your own game, getting to be the master of your own life. Okay, so it's in essence, letting go of the past is about mastering ourselves. You know, it's about mastering ourselves, and it's about looking within ourselves for answers, because I believe that the answer lays within ourselves. The answer lays within ourselves, and the more that we look within, the more that we shift the attention from the outer into the inner, is the more that we get to increase our consciousness. Okay, so I believe that we live in a conscious universe, And everything that is happening for us, like I said in the first advice. Everything that is happening for us. All that you gotta do is learn to really master yourself. Keyword, master yourself. Okay? When you master yourself, you also master your life. Okay, guys? So this is my perspective on how to heal your past and let go of the things that are no longer serving you. It's about going within, finding the wisdom there, finding the strength there, finding the consciousness there, finding the abundance in your own state of beingness. Okay, I believe that it's also about stepping into a state of beingness, because yes, we are constantly trying to do, but it's also about finding the freedom and giving ourselves the freedom necessary in order to express ourselves. Guys, thank you for watching. This is my perspective on how to heal your past and really begin to let go of the things that are no longer serving you. It's all a matter of a choice. Okay, it's all about how you choose to be in this life. It's all about how you choose to love in this life. It's all about how you choose to express yourself in this life. So make the most of it. Make the most of this life, because you live a limited time here on the planet. Make the most of it and really love yourself in the process, and embrace yourself in the process, and attune yourself to your own unique expression, because that is beautiful, that is heart conscious, that is authentic. Guys, thank you for watching, and yes, like always, see you on what is coming up next. I'm feeling awesome, I'm feeling amazing, and honestly I begin to let go a bit more. I begin to let go a bit more, and I begin to actually step into my true authentic self, which is actually the true Sebastian, okay? Which is actually my true authentic being, and that is the higher self. Guys, I love you so much, much peace, and see you on what is coming up next. If you are new to this channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, and yes, feel free to do the dance, feel free to be yourself, and feel free to actually release all the negative energy that is no longer serving you. Feel free to master your soul in this amazing multidimensional universe that we live in. I love you so much, much peace, and see ya on what is coming up next. I love you.